In this section, we're going to have a look at something called an intranet and something called an extranet, and what they are and how aqua inflatables can use them. So just to remind you, this is the scenario that I kind of envisioned aqua inflatables operating under, where they've got a central office somewhere in the United Kingdom, in this case London, two remote offices or a few teleworkers working around the United Kingdom that need to access and communicate with aqua inflatables, and then also a manufacturing base in China. Now, an intranet, if you think the best way of thinking of an intranet is as a small and private version of the internet with internal web pages and services. So instead of having all of their products or all of their information on a public internet that anyone can connect to, they have their own server sitting in their own office that they can access, and they have shared services on there. So they can use this intranet for secure communication between the workforce using email, instant messaging, and even intranet telephones, so voice over IP telephones. It could also be used to share policy documents, standard company forms, and computer files. Now, the difference between having an intranet, having a server in the building, and having an internet, which is we'll have the server in another building somewhere else and relying on the internet to connect them, is if the internet connection goes down, they still have access to all of their services and all of their files. So everyone in the workplace will still be able to access all their files, still be able to access all of the documents, all the policy documents, still be able to access their telephone system, still be able to access their email systems and send emails between each other, because they've got the servers inside the building. Whereas if they had it on using an internet, if that internet connection goes, they will be sitting around not doing anything, and just without those abilities. This also then has speed improvements because all those services are happening inside the building with faster networks than perhaps they would be getting with an internet connection. So an extranet builds on an intranet. So this is the image that we had just a moment ago for intranet, and what we've done is we've added a remote worker. Now this could be another office, this could be just a single person, this might even be someone with an iPad or an iPhone in the field, sort of at a marina looking at all the different inflatable boats and feeding back to the main company. Now, so to read this is from the Zigzag book. An extranet is similar to an intranet, but can be set up to allow trading partners to access parts of the specific business computer network. So the main benefits of this communication system are: it is a secure and efficient method of communicating with manufacturers. Service and access are always available 24/7. This helps with contacting worldwide organizations in different time zones. It helps designers to automate the supply and manufacture of products. So it's an extranet is like having another computer network or individual computer being able to connect to those services, so they can access all the email. Perhaps this operator using this computer can then access a different manufacturing computer in China and facilitate the actual manufacturing. So this is for a lot of businesses, when they get to a certain size or certain complexity, they will want to go down this route because it allows them to build their own private network of different people, different computers, and allows them to use the best sort of technologies for communication. So this is a demo of an intranet system, and because I'm connecting to it outside of the network, I'm actually using it as an extranet. So I'm kind of extra on their network, and I'm connecting to it. Now, this demonstration will kind of give you another disadvantage to actually using this system. So I'm going to log in, and to gain access to this system, I need to provide a username, provide a password, and it's secure. And this goes with this example here. Usually, if you're going to use an extranet, you need to make sure it's secure, so other businesses can't access it, and other individuals who you don't want to have access to all of your important files can't get access to it. So in this case, you can use a firewall, you can use secure secure techniques such as encryption, passwords, usernames, verification, various different methods to make sure that only the people that you want on your network are going to get on your network. Now, one disadvantage of this is for everyone in the intranet, so all of these computers here, this might be a very, very fast system, but this internet line here is the kind of bottleneck for anyone outside. So if this internet connection is slow, or you're going from a very fast server in the UK to a very slow internet connection in China, this part here, then that would be a major disadvantage. And I'll demonstrate it with this example. So I've logged in, I put my username, put my password, and I click login. Now I did that the first time and it took me about 5 minutes. This is just running off the cache now, I think. So it took me about 5 minutes to log in, because wherever this server is just a slow internet connection. And you can see that there are various features now that I can access. Now obviously I could change this to the Aqua Inflatables logo. I can have different documents about our culture. Now there are currently no documents. I can have, if I go back to the home, I can have like a calendar for all of the events. If a new meeting is coming up, I could find out about it there. I can find about company news. I can find out about maybe there's a vote, and there's lots of different features. It's very much like a website, very much like a forum. There's a wiki here, so if I click on this wiki, perhaps this could have lots of different information about all the products, all of the design documents that then China can edit and modify, and I can edit and modify, and together there's a place that we can work as a collaborative company. And by having it as an intranet, it means it's always fast, it's guaranteed to always be up, because it's not relying on an external internet service or external internet connection.